the Loop Live studio. We're coming to you live from the beautiful Mammoth, California. We're here with the crew of FLUXX. Hello. Wait, before we introduce you guys, Brett, tell us about our sponsors.
Oh, yeah. Certainly, Brittney. The Loop this year is powered by Seen It, America's favorite trivia movie game, and then also Rack the Planet, RAK, Random Acts of Kindness, cool organization, and a cool charity. Back to you, Brittney.
I love that we're doing this news anchor thing right now. Hey, guys.
Hi.
How are you?
This is really cool because Brittany's in the movie, so it's so fun that she's interviewing us. She's amazing in the movie, too.
You guys, so should we go? Okay, Brett, you start introducing yourself and then pass it down.
I'm Brendan Gabriel Murphy. I'm the co-writer, director, producer, and editor of FLUXX.
I am Shelly Hennig. I play Veda and Raven in FLUXX.
My name is Shelly Fernandez, and I play Trevor in FLUXX.
I'm Lance Paul. I'm lead producer, and then I also play Detective Holiday.
My name is Jeff Perkins, and I play Geo in Hatchet Face, and I'm also a producer in the movie.
I'm Rick Rifle, and I am the production designer.
I'm Kieran Murphy. I'm the cinematographer and this guy's brother.
Oh. So who's going to tell us about the movie?
I can tell you about the movie. What would you like to know? So, FLUXX is a psychological thriller, but it's blanketed in subgenres. And it's got a little bit of everything in there for everyone who's into genre films. And if you can't hear me, I hope you can hear me now. And yeah, it's been a really long journey for us. We shot the film originally in Oahu, Hawaii. And when we were out in Hawaii filming, we lost an investor, which was half our budget. So we had to come back to LA, regroup, and raise a lot of money to finish this film. And it took a while, especially because you're coming out of COVID. It's just tough to raise, independent financing coming out of COVID, and then we were dealing with the strikes, and there's just, so many hurdles. And but as we were, raising the money, I got to work on the script a little bit more with my writing partner, Keontae Mayfield, who cannot get here and is stuck in some small little town because the roads are closed. And I'm so disappointed because he's coming in from New Jersey and he's just so bummed and he can't even. Anyway, it's horrible. But because I wanted to celebrate with him because he's such a great writer and he's my guy. But we got to work on the script a little bit more. We raised the money and we were able to attach Tyrese Gibson to the film and shoot the remaining part of the film in Los Angeles. So it's a wild movie. It's a roller coaster ride, genre-filled, fun flick. And this is our world premiere, and I'm very excited for it to get out there and people see it tonight.
Yeah. I was gonna ask why I wasn't invited to Hawaii, but I guess.
You know why? Because they needed a reason to convince me to come back for part 2 for more abuse, and you were the gift.
Shelly.
Part 2.
Shelly.
No, I just fell in love with you. I could just tell you have such a special. You're a gift. Yeah, you're great. So we needed you on part 2.
Oh my
That's
God.
why you weren't invited to Hawaii.
I love her. I seriously love her so much.
The crazy thing with this film is everything was in flux. We were shooting in Hawaii. During our shooting, we lose our investor. A lot of it had to do with the rush shooting. The IATSE strike was happening. We had COVID, so skittish. We come back to Hawaii. We come back to LA. We're raising the money. We're about to shoot again, and then the SAG strike happens. And we shot literally the first day of the SAG strike, and it was crazy because I had been on the phone with them for past couple of days to get this thing going, and then we get our crew to come in, and then we have our cast is supposed to be there at 10, and then we push it to 11, and we literally got the SAG waiver. We were one of 35 films the first week to shoot. We got it literally 10 minutes before we were going to call the day. So this whole film has been in flux since day one. It's crazy.
I just remembered that I was also filming another movie when we started this. So I was filming 2 movies at once, a comedy in LA and this crazy movie in Hawaii. That was wild, but they were very easygoing about it. And indies are hard, and what Brendan and this entire crew and everyone involved in FLUXX were able to pull together is just wild. So we're really pumped for the premiere at Mammoth tonight.
What kind of mischief did you guys get into in Hawaii?
I can't
Off
tell
the
you.
record,
Everyone
even though we're
shut
live
up.
and being recorded.
Everyone don't say things.
I'd like to
got
talk
engaged.
about I'd like to talk about the
I got
mischief.
engaged in Hawaii.
So
Yeah,
we had a
that was
lot of
pretty cool.
amazing parties in Hawaii, like that were just kind of life changing. The people that worked with us, the locals, would throw us a couple parties, and it was just absolutely magical. We had a party it was a Halloween party, and it was an hour and a half away. Everybody was, miserable on the way there. Nobody wanted to go. And as soon as we got there, it was just the most magical party I think I've ever been to. And it was an all psychedelics party, and it was just nuts.
Which
So, I didn't do psychedelics, but they were.
I didn't
psychedelics.
do
Take
that.
the mic away now.
But shout out to my agent Sheva Cohen for driving us home. Hawaii was fun.
It was a lot of fun.
Look, we worked so hard, and like it was hard to unwind. So we would unwind together on the beach and until 6 a.m. if we needed to.
Yeah, I mean,
and we all showed up the next day and felt rejuvenated, and it's amazing what we were able to get to do.
I mean, it was a crazy part in Hawaii because it was all nights. So we were on this crazy schedule of like 5 to like 6 a.m.s, and it was just like getting in that routine. It's also like just crazy mode, you know what I mean, of being up at those those witching hours. But it was a lot of fun, and we had a lot of good camaraderie, which made it really, really, really fun.
What was really magical too was, we shot the very end of COVID in Hawaii, so like there was hardly no tourism there. To get into we had to I think at the very beginning we had to be all fully COVID shot. And then if you weren't, you had to segregate for a while to be able to even be in the island. And we're shooting all nights, and we're there's no one really on the island. It was such a magical experience that I don't think any of us will ever experience again.
There was an 80-year-old woman who would come up at around, I'd say 12 or 1 o'clock every night while we were filming at night, and she would complain about the lights, and there were no lights. You would see her just walking up the hill. She just looked like some character out of a movie. She'd be like, why are the lights so bright?
She just wanted to be in the movie.
You got engaged.
I got engaged, yeah. And I'm married now. So, yeah, it all worked out.
Don't you're about to have a baby too, right?
That's true, too.
Brendan had a kid.
That's awesome.
Brendan had a kid. Yeah.
Lots of changes since we started this movie, yeah.
Yeah. So because you had to go back to filming, did you have to go back to your old hairstyles and all that?
I was 15 pounds heavier. I had done a show where I'm playing a CIA field agent. I had put on a ton of muscle, and I got a call January of last year that we're going to go in a week. And I was like, what? But luckily it got pushed. So I was able to match, where my body was at the time of the Hawaii movie. Anyway, yeah, I had to lose about 15 pounds, but I had a lot of time to do it.
Wait, I have a question. We were talking before we started up the interview, actually, because this is like a Mammoth Film Fest kind of movie also. And we've had Tanner and Tomic sit down and Chando and everything and just talk about sort of the sort of how this movie came together and the role that Mammoth Film Festival played in sort of helping to get the movie together ultimately, or because you guys showed a little something last year, right?
Yeah, Tanner's been a big supporter of me and my career for a while. Since the festival premiered, they've been showing shorts of mine that I did around the world, and he's just been a huge advocate of my work. And so when FLUXX was in FLUXX, Tanner and I showed him a bunch of the footage of where we were at with Hawaii, and he's like, okay, I think Mammoth can come on and help you guys and try to get us over the finish line. So Tanner and Tomic, who are both good friends of mine, Tomic I go way back with, came on and really helped spearhead and came on as producers to help get things together to help put the movie back on track.
It's kind of like the first Mammoth Film Institute film,
exactly.
sort of, right?
Yeah,
Which is,
I think we are. I think we are, and that's why we wanted to do, and not even just because Tanner's involvement, I wanted to do the premiere here just because I feel like I have this very close relationship with the festival. I've been coming here since day one, and just every time I'm here, I'm surrounded by all my friends and all these amazing filmmakers that are my friends, and it's just the coolest vibe. I was just saying before, it's like this is what Sundance was in the '90s, before everything got commercial. It's just a cool place to be, great parties, great films, and we're all in the blizzard together. We're all in this together, It's so it's special to me to show FLUXX for the first time here tonight.
I met Tanner because he was making a Western, and I met to play a part, and he didn't hire me. But I've always loved him, and they came and talked to me about coming on to this movie, and I think I was sort of hopeful about that collaboration, and it's so incredible that they've been such supporters of this movie, and that they believe in this movie, that they're allowing us to premiere here, that the party afterwards is going to be amazing, and that it gets to be the first Mammoth Film Institute movie is really, really incredible. And the fact that it seems like they really love the movie too, which is important.
The crazy thing too, especially, Brendan and I, and all of us, we were in the trenches, and it was very intense, very stressful. And Tanner, Tomic came in, they saved us. They literally, they were like, "Okay, guys, we're gonna do this. This is what we're gonna do," and they came in and helped a ton. So we're very appreciative to Tanner and Tomic.
And I'm appreciative to all of you, but Brendan especially. On the note of the challenges, like I never felt that pain that you had to feel, and I'm so sorry that you had to feel that. But as the cast, we had the most free space to do some wild things together, and I just loved collaborating with you and being a part of your insane vision. And Shiloh can speak on this, but yeah, you know his vision. Like, you've known Brendan for a long time, and I was new to this, and I was like, what are we doing? But, I've said this before, but it's not every day that actors are asked to do so much in a film, and I'm just so grateful for the responsibility that you gave me, and that all of you believed in me, and you always gave me what I needed. And I'm still waiting on my flaming hot Cheetos, Lance. I don't care. I needed all of it.
Tomic has them right now.
Thanks, Tomic and Tanner.
Brendan is extremely talented, and he's a really good friend, and he cares. And when he directs you, you feel it, and it's like you're all in it together. And he really is. He's one of the most talented guys I know. I love him. He's one of my best friends. And just working with your friends is what it's all about. And he really does personify that, especially in this movie. And I just, I love him. I love, everybody here. And what a ride it's been.
I just want to say something. This film really tried me. It really I
have beef with
and my wife.
This film.
I'm surprised. Shout out to my wife Kaylee, who's amazing, because she should have easily left me over this film. So it just kicked the shit out of me. It kicked the shit out of me when you put up every cent that you own. You sell your car. I put everything I own, everything, into this movie. And Lance did as well, and Jeff put in a shitload of money. So when you have everything on the line, and then all of a sudden your wife's pregnant and you're having a baby, and you're like, oh my God, okay, so I'm here I am, I have, I'm at the craps table, I'm going all in, and then okay, let's just throw a baby into the mix of all this. But you know what? The baby was my safety zone. That's what I had that, and that's what kept me going. And actually, I have an office in Beverly Hills. My brother and I, we have a production company together called Ultra State Entertainment, who obviously produced the film, but with Tanner's company, Silver Sail. And I just wanted to spend more time with the baby, so I moved a makeshift editing bay into the baby's room so that I could be around the baby when I was editing. Those baby Bjorn things that they bounce in? Yeah. I literally would just be editing and just going like this with my foot with the baby going like that for months.
What a legend.
So, and I just play with him for a second and go back to the film, and that my son got me through this whole thing, and I think that's why all these positive things are happening now, because there was so much negative. I'm like, how much more negative can happen? It was just one disaster after another. I love to sugarcoat how great filmmaking is. No, it's fucking hard. It's really fucking hard. You have to have insane drive and large cojones to really stick it out in this business. It's nuts.
I have a nickname for you.
What?
And I came up with it the other day. It's kind of cheesy, but your tenacity is insane. So you're tenacious B.
Wow.
I have a bunch of nicknames for him too, but we can't say them here. I want to give a shout out to my sister who couldn't make it here. She's also a producer and she's in the movie. And she got snowed in. She's back home in LA and she couldn't make it. And I just want to say that we love you and we're thinking about you. And too bad you're not here.
Yeah, and our composer as well, who did a massive, amazing job on the score. It's epic, and he couldn't come up too because of the snow.
Blizzard,
yeah, so we lost Kate. Oh yeah, we lost Kate, my writing partner, and the composer, which we're really bummed about.
And my wife's in the movie, Emily Fernandez. She's amazing, but it's her baby shower tomorrow, so she also isn't here.
This is crazy. I'm realizing Mammoth is actually how I became involved in the project too, because this is my 4th year at Mammoth Film Festival, also my favorite film fest ever. I totally agree with you. And I was here as a director and met Tanner and Tomic through that. And Tanner called me just maybe 3 days before we were shot that scene and was like, "Hey, are you available on Saturday? We you could be good for this role." I'm like, "Yeah, cool." I thought I was going to go just meet with Tanner and Tomic to talk about a potential role. And I just showed up and they were like, "Hair and makeup, go to hair and makeup." I had no idea. I was like, "What?" He just threw.
He sent me your Instagram. I want you to put your son. I'm like, done. She's in. Let's get her in.
Let's go.
Yeah, she's great.
That was crazy.
What was that?
I remember you casting her way before that. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I just walked in and there was like so many people. They were like, "Oh, go to hair and makeup," and I was like, "Okay." I walked past you. I remember making eye contact with you and just being like so disheveled, and then we just went right into it. It was like so fun.
It was fun.
And you're like the best scene partner ever. I have never seen the film, so I'm so stoked.
Oh, yeah.
There's so much I don't even know what to expect. Why did you name it FLUXX?
It's because a character is basically in flux, and it's a constant state of motion, and this the whole thing. It's flux has many different meanings, but with her, there's a recycle of time of her. She keeps coming up through the bathtub. She can't leave her house, and a big reason why we wanted to write this story about not leaving your house is because we were writing it during COVID and we couldn't leave our fucking houses. So I was like, well, let's just go off what we know. We can't fucking leave, so let's just write a story about that, but still make it interesting and not just make it another horror film inside the house. And that's where our brains started going, Keontae and I, and we came up with this crazy story about this actress, and and being able to utilize the industry and movies as a way to navigate the plot. So it was challenging because no one knows where the ending is going. Like, you can try to guess, but no one's gonna. It just spirals, and that's the fun thing about it. Yeah.
Love to see it. Right.
Oh, some sponsor stuff? Or do you have more questions?
Sponsors.
Some sponsor stuff? Yeah, we have some movie trivia, guys. We could play movie trivia, or we could rack the planet. Should we just rack the planet?
Yeah.
All right, here. You hand out the briefcases then. So Brittney's going to hand out the briefcases, you guys. We have these from our friends at Rack the Planet, powering the Loop live this year. There is cash in these briefcases, and basically you take them and you take them out in the world, and you can hand them off to somebody. You could, if you collect enough of them, somebody could fund their next movie maybe around here. But yeah, just pay it forward and Rack the Planet and post with the hashtag Rack the Planet, and we appreciate Rack the Planet for helping to power the Loop this year along with Seen It. So go over to the Minaret Cinemas tonight. The screening is at 8:30. Of course, Brittney and I will be live on the red carpet doing a bunch of hosting for the FLUXX world premiere tonight before it's showed in both theaters at the exact same time at 8:30. So and both are sold out. So yeah, we'll be standing in the back. But yeah. Thank you guys so much for being here.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Appreciate it.
Congratulations on the movie.
Thank you.
Cool. The cast and crew of FLUXX, everybody.
All right. Boom.
From Hawaii to a blizzard. Let's go.